Hello, Pioneers, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time, we wrapped up our supercomputer build. Very exciting there. Saw large amounts of supercomputers flowing into our home factory. Everything there was good. And then we did a bunch of exploration and found a bunch of cool hard drive stuff. Speaking of which, I'm not sure if we are ready for another one. Let's check. Still researching. Okay. I do have 12 hard drives left to research, so that's something we need to take into consideration. Now, we're at 455 of our assembly directive systems. Or director systems. Looks like we're still waiting on adaptive control units here, which are indeed still building. I suppose when this is done, we probably want to collect a few of these for the future. Probably this becomes an ingredient for Phase 5 of Project Assembly, so we probably want to collect those. I want to get started on the other parts of Phase 4 here before we go directly into turbo motors. So if we take a look at nuclear pasta, we're going to need 100 of those. Okay, so if I add this to the to-do list and we expand this, let's remove the versatile framework. Now, how do I edit this? Hold on. Nuclear pasta. Add to do list. There we go. Now I want to edit the to-do list, and we want to say that we want 100 of these. So we're going to need 100 pressure conversion cubes and 20,000 copper powder. Why don't we get started on that right after we stick another hard drive in the MAM? Okay, so we picked up a couple new things. Now this we might actually want right away, so I'm going to grab it. We'll consider which version of the turbo motor we're building in a moment. But let's go ahead and start making some copper powder and some pressure conversion cubes. Now, our copper ingots are available over here. At present, looks like we are using pretty much all of them. So what do we have here? How is this configured? This is an ordinary splitter. All right. Why don't we... So what is this going into? This is going into crystal oscillators, I believe. Wire, cable, crystal oscillators. Yes. Okay. All right. So the copper powder, we're going to need a lot. I don't see the stack size here, really. Not quite sure about this. Let's reconfigure this over here. First of all, we'll replace this splitter with a smart splitter. Let's do that much. Let's put the smart splitter on there, like so. We'll configure the right output to be overflow. We'll reconnect it up. And then we'll put another smart splitter right here. And again, we'll have an overflow over here. So any excess copper ingots can be used to make copper powder. Let's take a look at what's involved in that. Copper powder. It's just ingots into a constructor. It'll make 50 per minute. All right, so let's get a blueprint down for some constructors. Templates. 8 constructors, perhaps? Should be enough, right? So our input is right there. We'll plop it down like that. We'll feed in the copper ingots. Get these guys connected to power. Where is there... This is not the type of platform that has a thing, so... We'll connect you like this. Okay. And then we're going to configure you all to make copper powder. So I'm not sure what the stack size is here. I think it's maybe 200. Let's get them all making this from overflow. And then we'll need 20,000. So if it is the stack size of 200, let's see, where's your output? Right here? Okay. If it is a size of 200, then we'll need 100 stacks, I guess. So let's see how many we can fit into an industrial storage tube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 3 is 32, 64. So we'll need a second one on top of this to hold all this stuff. And we should be able to make the full 20,000 here. And then I don't know where we're going to route this to, or if I'm going to carry it by hand, but for now, this is fine. All right, so that's making copper powder for us. It's going to take it quite some time. But that's okay. We'll just kind of let it run at its own pace for a while. Now, as for the pressure conversion cubes, we need 100 of those. Let's see what's involved in that. So we need 100 of these. Let's edit the to-do list. Let's get rid of the nuclear pasta for now. All right, so this... We just need about 150 of the inputs. Okay. Pressure conversion cube is made in an assembler. Okay. Well, since we're throwing this stuff down over here, let's put the other thing down as well. Let's get some assemblers going. I think 4 assemblers is probably fine. Where do I want to stick this? Somewhere like that, perhaps? That could work. Hey, Pila, welcome back to the channel. Well, you don't have to come to my stream. You can go to sleep. And Mix-Up, welcome back to you as well. All right, so our inputs are here. Let's get these guys hooked up to power and set up to run. You have power? You do not. Where's the... You have power. Okay. There we go. You connect to that. Okay, you guys make pressure conversion cubes. We will save your output in an ordinary container. And we'll do your inputs from containers as well. Looks good. Let's get one container here. And one back here. Let's connect these up. Is that the wrong way? That's the wrong way. Okay. There we go. Hey, Chris Shade, welcome back to the channel. Have a good sleep, Pila. Sorry about waking you up. Didn't mean to, obviously. All right, so we need 157 fused modular frames and 150 radio control units. In fact, I have those in my dimensional depot, so I'll just pull them out from there. All right, fused modular frames. We got 150 in here. And then an extra 7. And then, what's the other thing? Radio control units? We need 150. All right. So, over time, these will produce the ingredients that we need for the nuclear pasta. We'll come back on another stream and gather up the ingredients and convert them. Next, let's take a look at the other objective. And it does look like we've wrapped up part of phase 4 here. So let's go take care of that. Another thing we can do is check the MAM. I think we're still working on a hard drive over here. Yeah, we got another minute. All right. So now I do think that most likely we're going to need more of this item, the assembly director systems. So I think I'm going to store some of them for later. I'm going to keep this build running for now. We're just going to redirect it into the elevator here. We're going to have it go a different direction. Okay. So let's get some splitters down, headed this way. Looks good. That looks good. And we'll store these for later. Where are they? I just picked up a bunch. There we go. So we're going to store a bunch of assembly director systems for later. And to that end, let's make sure we have all the materials we need to keep building some. I think probably this will be a component in one of the phase 5 dealios. So what are we light on here? We've got plenty of computers and circuit boards. We've got plenty of those. These guys over here need these 3. Need more wire. And we're okay on pretty much everything else. So we'll fill that up with some wire. There's the MAM research complete. Let's grab another recipe, stick in another hard drive. And we'll grab some wire. And then we'll figure out the next part of phase 4. All right, so what did we pick up here? Diluted packaged fuel takes heavy oil residue and packaged water. I don't know about that. Maybe we'll grab the basic leached iron ingot here. And we'll get another hard drive going. Got 11 of those stored up from last stream. All right, so we were going to grab some iron. No, some wire. Interestingly, this appears to have slowed down quite a bit. Why is that? Is that just because I was never making that much to begin with? Entirely possible. Let's take a look. You're coming from this one single guy, huh? Okay. Well, why don't we at least overclock you? Use a little bit more of that copper. It's making 75 ingots per minute. That's enough for 2 of these. I don't really have room to squeeze... Well, maybe I... No, I don't really have room to squeeze in another one here. I guess I could stick it on top. We could maybe make this work. To get a little bit more wire. Yeah, this could be kind of interesting. So let's see if we can squeeze another one in on top here. Let's see, is that lined up like perfectly? I can't quite tell. I think it is. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay. So if you live there... and you get connected to power... like so. And we copy and paste you. Then all we need is a splitter. Up to there. We take some of the ingots from out of there and lift you up to here. You're starting to work. Very nice. Now we need to combine your outputs here. Let's get rid of the floor hole for now. Temporarily put this back in place. We'll put mergers down now. Where are you going? This way? Like that, I think? So you come out here. You come out here. You guys get hooked up. And then you connect back to the original line through the floor. Which might be a little tricky, but let's see if we can make that work too. Where was the line of wire? I think it was going like this. Where did it end up? Oh, did it come down? Did it come down to here? Are you the wire? You're the wire person, right? Yeah, okay. So I actually need that to come down a little bit further. There goes the wire, right? All right, so now we get a little bit more wire coming in. I think that's fine. It gets slowed down because... yeah, because... there we go. That looks a little bit better. A little bit more wire production. Never hurt anybody, right? Okay. So with more wire production, we can make sure we're making more of that item. I guess it's going to take it a while to get up here. To speed up, but let's get after that. Oh, look at that green sky. Where can I stand to see this without my hands up? Let me get myself a little bit of height here. That's some cool photos. I like that. Okay. Let's get over here and deliver the wire we do have. Remind me what's in here? Bunch of turbo motors. Okay. Stick the wire in. I believe that's what's needed here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need a lot of wire there to get that to keep going. All right, so lastly, before we get started on the actual turbo motor build, we need to work on the thermal propulsion rocket. Let's see what's involved with that. That's made it a manufacture at a rate of 1 per minute. Requires a bunch of stuff. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not sure where we're gonna build this. I guess out in this direction? Yeah, that seems about right. So where do I have some space to put down a blueprint for space? I guess along here is fine. Yeah, this will work. All right, so let's start here. Get rid of these. And let's start putting down some flooring that we can use. For some reason, this is not snapping correctly. There we go. Now, what else does this need? That should be a sufficient amount of space for us, I think. We just need to hook these up now. And get these connected to power somewhere. Looks like that should work. Okay, that gives us some space to work with here. Let's go ahead and get a line into the space elevator set up. So somewhere like there, we'll have our thermal whatever deals going in. Chris Shade says, how do you get to photo mode? Also, how do you bring up the screen that you search for the items needed for the part? All right, that's two different hotkeys. The photo mode, you hit the P key. That brings up photo mode. If you hit your middle mouse button, it gets rid of the photo mode UI, and you just have a clear screen, no UI elements at all. You can also zoom in and out with the field of view toggle. And to take high-resolution photos, you can click the right mouse button. You then click the left mouse button to take the photo, or hit escape or the P key to exit photo mode. In terms of searching for recipes, that's in the codex, which you bring up with the O key. So hit the O key to bring up the codex. In addition to having recipes that you can search for, you also have an inbox here with every message you've ever received from Ada. And you can actually play the audio if you want.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
So there you go, there's the codex. Gorilla Wolf, welcome back to the channel. You made a thing, stack 12 hypertube entrances vertically in the center of the map, place exits every 15 degrees, 100% map coverage. Very cool. Mixed Up, I will check my Discord messages after the stream, no problem. I'll definitely do that. All right, so let's get these guys hooked up to power lines. Maybe right in front of the foot. Like that. Okay. So these guys are powered on. They've got their recipe. They're going to be making these thermal propulsion rockets. Let's make sure we merge their output. 10 per minute seems fine. It'll only take us 25 minutes to finish this, assuming we get this set up correctly. Now, they do need modular engines, turbo motors, cooling systems, and fused modular frames. So there's a certain number we need. I'm not quite sure how to do this. I guess we do splitters out to here-ish, like a nice long splitter. And we go into 1 and then into 2. Then come back here and throw down the first thing. So the first thing, we're going to have to make more modular engines. But turbo motors, cooling systems, and fused modular frames we have available. So let's throw down a container. And fill it up with the first ingredient, shall we? Okay. So for 250 thermal propulsion rockets, 2 for 2, so we need 250 fused modular frames in here. Fused modular. Okay. 100. I guess I gotta go get the rest while my dimensional depot refills. Fused modular frames. Here we go. So 250 should be what we need. Because it's 2 to 2, right? Let's get over here and double check the numbers. So without the summer sloop, which is doubling our output. Oh, I'm running low on these, actually. I didn't realize I was running low on those. You know where I can get them back from? So right now I have them in the supercomputer thing, and I have some over here. Let me take 3 out of here. Or, well, actually, I have the numbers here set a certain way. Do I want to do this? I guess I do. I guess it doesn't matter as much. We'll leave 1 here. This is more important right now. Okay, so you've got all the summer sloops you need. So do you. All right. That means we can come back over here and stick this back in for now. So 2 for 2, right? And we're trying to make 250. So yeah, we need a total of 250 of these items, which we now have. All right, that's 1 input done. Next, 6 for 2 on the cooling systems. So instead of 250, we're going to need 750 cooling systems. Let's figure that out. Let's put a splitter here. A little bit higher. Now, how do I want this to work? If I build it from here over, it goes up closer. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then we can come down to another container. Okay. All right, so that's going to be 750 cooling systems that we need. Let's go find those. Cooling systems are right here, right? Yeah, so I need... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus a half a stack. No, god damn it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You go back, and you go back. That's 750. Okay. This is going to get us through phase 4 pretty quickly. We've got the ingredients for the nuclear pasta building. We're actually doing the 3rd item right here. And it'll be done soon. Okay, there's 750 cooling systems. Now what do you need? 2 for 2, we need turbo motors. 250 turbo motors. Let's see. I think that's okay. Yeah. I think I got this turned around the wrong way. Splitter coming from the left. There we go. So now that's going to clip through that. I guess that doesn't matter. This is a temporary build. I guess it's fine if there's some clipping. Come on, connect up to the right thing, please. There we go. Okay, now we need another one of these over here. And you come around and join up this friendly face. That's backwards. Why does it always build it backwards? Okay, there is some clipping, but it should still work. We need 250 turbo motors. Now, I have some turbo motors over here. Did you just call me cram it? I don't think I did. Do that all the time. What, connected to the wrong thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We have exactly the number we need here. So I won't have any extra of these for phase 5, but that's okay. We can deal with that later if we need to. Phase 5 is going to take a while, no matter what, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Oh, you're talking about building things backwards? Yeah, that's super annoying. All right, so the last thing we need is the modular engines, and that's going to be tricky. For these, we'll come in from the right. And we are going to need to actually build the modular engine factory back here. Okay, so modular engines, we need 12.5 per minute. Let's take a look at that. Oh boy. That's not very many. 12.5 per minute made in manufacturers? Yikes. Gross. Okay. So we kind of need... To get 12.5 out of 2.5, we need 5 manufacturers overclocked. No summer sloops because we don't have them. Let's put those down. All right, so we need 5 of these. And we need room to do inputs, and we need room to... I wonder if I should add another row back here. I think I need it. Yeah, all right, let's add another row of flooring. All right, we'll connect you. And then we'll connect you. And now I should have... Yeah, okay, this is all powered on. All right, good. All right, so we need 5 manufacturers. Quite a few. We need space for... All right, let's do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Let's get them powered on. All right. And then we'll get them configured to make this last ingredient. They're all gonna come up over here. They're gonna merge over here. Like so. All right. Here's our merge line. It's a skit. When you split the stack, it reminds me of it 420 Sesame Street? Is it a Sesame Street skit? Because 420 is a drug reference, so it seems unlikely. Alright, so you guys are going to come over here. Make your way into our friendly line here. And then provide the last ingredient we need for this. Okay. So you guys need to be configured to make, what are they called? Modular engines. Modular engines, right. And you need to be overclocked. So you're gonna make 2.5 per minute. So that's 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10, 12.5, which is exactly what we need, right? Yes, 12.5. Perfect. Okay. So now you guys need ingredients, which is motors, rubbers, and smart plating. Oh, I don't have any smart plating. God damn it. That means yet more stuff that has to be built. Somewhere. Probably over here. Why don't we do the smart plating first? That's the worst one. It's a parody of Sesame Street. Hi, sock puppets. The letter of the day is 3. The letter of the day is 3. I like that. All right. We're going to need more space over here on the factory. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's get these guys connected up. And we'll figure out the smart plating next. So the smart plating is going to go in, I guess, near the front. Guess we can do the smart plating like this. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So we're going to need splitters coming in from the left. Need to connect this manifold up. It's a lot of work, the project assembly stuff. I'm like, this is supposed to be the turbo motor stream, but I'm going to be spending a good chunk of it getting this up and running. Okay. Why did that one change? Oh, that's not right. Somehow I made this one taller. Okay. So you're going to need smart plating, and we're going to need 25 smart plating per minute over here somehow. Let's look at smart plating again. We have a couple recipes, I think. So 5 per minute in a manufacturer would be nice. We could get away with 2 manufacturers here to use this, right? Because we can get them each to 10, 12 and a half. And that gets us to 25 total. Let's see if we can make that happen. 2 more manufacturers, right? All right. We'll do it like that. And then we'll need a merger here, which is going to need to lift up a bit to get over to this. I don't know if it can make that happen. Why are you like that? Why are you like that at all? You're not supposed to be like that. Can you get... Oh, I did you wrong. That's what I did wrong. That'll work. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you guys are going to make smart plating with the alternate recipe. And you're going to be overclocked. This should be 12 and a half. Yes. Okay. You need power, because you always need power. All right. And then you guys need inputs as well. Reinforced iron plates, rotors, and plastic. So, we'll start here. Hang on, I probably did you the wrong way. Why don't you come in from the left? Okay. We'll get a container down here. Organization, storage container. Output facing the right way. Get you connected up. Okay. And then, what's next? I guess we need a second one higher up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come from the right. And I guess somewhere over here we have another storage container with another input, another ingredient. Lift you up a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get you connected. There we go. Okay, there's 2 ingredients done. And then we can have another one here. It's backwards again. It does that. I don't know why. And then we can have a splitter right here. Like that. Okay, there we go. So I just got to get your ingredients now. So you need... how much smart plating do we need? I don't even know how many of these things we're going to need. So 250 thermal... well, I guess 125 because we're doubling the output, right? So actually, since we've got... I've probably put too many of the other thing in. So it's 5 to 4. So if we're doing 250 of those, 250 divided by 4 times 5 is, we need 312 of these things. So 312 of these things requires 625 smart plating. 625 smart plating. It's okay, so 625 smart plating, it's 2 to 1 for those. So 312 rotors and reinforced iron plates. So we'll get 350 of those. Hey Smurf, welcome back to the channel. You're late again. Off to the beginning. Hello from the past. You're not that late. 43 minutes. You can catch up. And Chris Shade, nice and clean. You like it? Okay, so 350 reinforced iron plates and 350 rotors. Let's grab those. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 350. That looks good. Then we need 350 rotors. 1, 2, 3, 50. Okay. I think these numbers are right, but we might come back later and find out that they're slightly off or incredibly off. I'm not sure. Reinforced iron plates. And rotors. Okay. And then 312 times divided by... No, it was 312 for 1. Multiply that by 3. So we get 936, 950 plastic, it looks like. We'll call it an even 1,000 plastic. Should be enough. Let's go pick up 1,000 plastic. Oh, and I need to go over to the man and put another hard drive in. I forgot. Where's my plastic? My plastic. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an even 1,000. Hey, McCoss, welcome back to the channel. Good evening to you. We're working on phase 4 and then turbo motors. So phase 4, we're using boutique factories out of containers, and then turbo motors will be fully automated. Okay, that should get us the number of smart plating that we need. I think. Not sure if I got those numbers right. Let's review one more time. So we want to build 250 of these, which is going to require 5 for every 4. That's where the 312 comes from. Right? 312.5. So for these guys, for every 1 modular engine, we need 2 smart plating. So we need 600 and change, right? 625. And then for every 2 of these that we make, we need 3 of these. I think I got the numbers right here. So this is going to make, I mean, there's a little bit of issue with the load balancers, but this should make the 600 and whatever smart plating that we need to go into the production here. All right, so modular engines, we need 312.5. So for every one of those, we need 600. We need 650 motors, and then a lot of that last thing. But let's get the 650 motors in. You started on the boutique factories as well, way easier than automating everything. Yeah, because you don't need these forever, right? Like, I don't need to be making nuclear pasta forever. I just need to make 100 for phase 4 of the elevator. And I might need more for phase 5. It's probably ingredient later. But for now, it's sort of fine. What was I doing? The thermal propulsion rocket needed the modular engine, which needs motors. And I forgot the number here. What did I say? 650 motors? I can't remember. Let's grab 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 1,000. I can't remember what the number was. But we need about 312.5 of these things. So how many motors is that? Double. 650. 650 motors. Okay. Oh, I don't have my setups yet. Okay. Well, let's do the setups then. One, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1, 1, 2. Okay. So where's this coming in from? Probably from the right over here. That makes sense? Yeah, okay. Let's get splitters coming in from the right. Get our connections up and running. All right, and you need 650 motors. Let's get our storage container down. Where's that lined up? Right. I can't tell. Is that lined up? Yeah, that's lined up. Okay, I probably need it a little bit further back than that. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, 650 motors goes in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50. Okay. Remaining motors we can put back, and then we'll figure out what the next ingredient is. We're very close to being done with this, for the time being anyway. Meanwhile, all the nuclear pasta precursors are being automated as well, so that'll be easier later. Let's put these motors back. Okay. Oops, I didn't want to do that. You'll need some for 5? Yeah, I believe you. I'm sure I will. So I've actually left this running over here. This is making a bunch of these, a bunch extra of these assembly director systems for now. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but it's going to make them for me. It's going to make me at least 1 box full. In fact, let's just make sure we got plenty of room to make as many of those as we can, because we're going to be busy for a while, and that can just keep running. Okay, next up, we need another set of connections. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Where are these going to be coming from? They're going to be coming in from the front on this one. And then from the right on the remainder. There's so many ways you can set up the different inputs and manifolds and stuff. I'm just trying to pick one that works for right now, because this is a temporary build, so it sort of doesn't matter. All right, let's get our second container down. You're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And you're going to come around here like this. Looks good. Okay, so what do we actually need here? We need 312.5 modular engines times 15 is the amount of rubber we need. So we need 4,700 rubber. That's a lot of rubber. $4,700 rubber is a lot. All right, let's see how much we have. I guess I actually don't need the industrial thing because I'm only going to be able to get it from here, which is 1 stack worth. All right, so what are we putting in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1,000. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2,000. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3,000. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 4,000. 4,700? Oh my god, that's like exactly the amount we need. Okay. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we're fine here. I actually don't need the thing I built. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that should make almost exactly 250 thermal thingamajigs. There will be a few missing because of load balancer issues. Like one of these machines will have, a handful of these machines will have some ingredients that they can't get to the full amount they need to construct. But we should start to see, as the modular engines come out, should start to see them flow along here somewhere. All right, here comes the first handful. 1. 2, 3. Everybody's lit up and running. Okay. How many do you need? You need 5 to run? You're getting there. Here comes another one. There's 4 for somebody. You're at 4. Here comes 4 for the other one and 5 for you. There we go. You're now building 4 thermal propulsion rockets which feed directly into the space elevator. Okay, there we go. That is good news. That is done. The temporary build for the thermals is done. We should be seeing copper powder and pressure conversion cubes being built over here. I'll double check in on those. And then we'll get into turbo motors, because why not? Right? So, yep, we got the pressure conversion cubes here. And we should have copper powder over here. Yeah. Oh, this is pretty slow. Yeah, we don't have a huge amount of overflow copper, so this is going to take a while. We need like 20,000 of this. Oh, it's a stack of 500, so we need 40 stacks. 40 stacks of this stuff to get everything we need for the 100 nuclear pasta. But all right, I think I'll do a quick hard drive check, and then I'm gonna take a pee break, and we'll come back and do turbo motors. We'll take a look at that. I did just unlock a spare recipe for turbo motors, so I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. We'll check that out in a minute. Okay, what do we get? Quick wire cable made with rubber, blah, or alternative caterium wire. Like, I really want to use valuable caterium to make trash wire. Both of these are garbage. Steel canister or plutonium fuel unit? I'm not happy with that either. I guess I'll take the steel canister for now. I'm not likely to use this. This maybe I might use in the future, possibly. Let's get another hard drive running. Got 10 left from our exploration last time. All right, I gotta hit the head. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Thank you for your patience. Before we go any further, I do need to get over to the supercomputer factory and retrieve the summer sloops that I used there. We're completely full up on the materials we need here. So we don't need double production, and I can use those summer sloops for other things. So let's see, where is the supercomputer factory? It's over here somewhere, right? There it is. All right, let's land here. So this should be... Oh, interestingly, we actually are not completely full. Huh. Well, I guess that's fine. I still need to take these back. I would have thought that would be totally full, but I guess I've been using them. I need you back. Thank you very much. So our actual throughput on these is 4 per minute. Yes, times 3, so 12. We're actually making 12 supercomputers per minute. Hey, Derek Harrison, welcome back to the channel. Gotta hit the head. Marine Corps or Navy? Neither. I never served in the armed forces, but I mean, you pick up, as being an American, you pick up some of the lingo. I actually did go to a sailing camp as a youth, so I might have actually picked it up there. That probably is where I picked it up. I mean, like, I don't know if your average Marine and Navy probably does know about, tacking and, what is it called? Heartily and like, not, what's the other thing? attack and one's to the left and one's to the right. I can't remember. Semper Fi is, I think, the Marine Corps. I think so. Anyway, hit the head is a favorite of mine. I like that one. Don't shoot you, you're from Europe. I don't own a gun. I did at that same camp. Actually, they did have 22 rifles that you could take rifling as an elective during the day, and you can go to the firing range and shoot them. But I got pretty decent marksmanship. But other than that, like I've never fired a handgun, only a lightweight rifle at the range. What am I doing? What are we doing? We're doing turbo motors now, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's figure out how this is going to work. I have two recipes here. So we can either use rubber, which boo, or I probably want to do this one with pressure conversion cubes and packaged nitrogen gas, plus motors and stators. These we know how to make. This also makes a lot more per minute. It is made in a manufacturer. So probably we use drones here to deliver them to that port right there, and put it in one of those cubes when it comes home. That reminds me. Where's my supercomputer deal? Right here. Now you should be full, right? Yeah, you're full. Okay. So what's not full then is this. And the excess supercomputers are going into the sink. That's why it's still running. Okay, I got a lot of coupons saved up. Fair enough. And actually, that sink is in the wrong place because everything needs to get up to here. Yikes. I did not think this through fully. Yeah, I need to rebuild this. So I need to rebuild this entire setup, I think. Yeah, I do. Okay, hold on. Well, I don't probably need you. All right, so I can get the rest of these conveyor poles. Get rid of them. All right, so you need an overflow that goes into a sink. That's what you need. So you come around over here and feed into this sink here. So all the extra goes in there. Then you come to this final one. That's supercomputers? Yeah, okay, so that's supercomputers. You come over here. Right, okay. So center is supercomputers. Supercomputers. There we go. Center is supercomputers. Right is overflow. And goes into the sink. Right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Can I? You have no power. Can you feed items in directly? I can't remember. No, you can't. All right, well, that's fine. Okay. So, yeah, overflow. No, anything that... Yeah. Anything that comes out of here can pass through these until it gets here. Then, anything that isn't hasn't already been siphoned off and his overflow goes to the sink. That's how that should work. So then this would be turbo motors. Right? And then you haven't been decided yet. That's fine. And it's not just overflow. It's anything. Anything can pass through the right. So that if it's not filtered off, it goes through. And then overflow goes into the sink. Yeah, okay. So then you are going to come over here. And you're going to come over here and like this. Keep you nice and tight. Okay, that's not quite right. There you go. Okay. That goes there. You come out to here. Go out to there. Fill in there. There we go. Now this is looking right. Okay, so now we can deliver anything to drone port. It never gets backed up. Everything works. Perfect. I think that's right. Okay. Let's get you set up to receive the turbo motors. And then we're going to need the turbo motor icon. Okay. So now we got to get down to the coast and we got to get a turbo motor factory set up there at the nitrogen. I think we have nitrogen left there. That's the thing you did. You've shot a 308 and a Glock 19. I don't even know enough about guns to know what that means. Like, you'd think playing video games, I would recognize some of the like, I recognize the names, right? I know the Desert Eagle is the big Magnum gun from Counter-Strike, and the AWP is the sniper rifle, but, like, beyond that, I really don't know a lot. Like, people think everybody in America has guns. They don't. Most people don't have guns. Most people don't know anything about guns. It's the criminals, and then the crazy people who think they're heroes, who are going to defend their family, and end up shooting their 3-year-old son. By accident. Okay, where do I want to go? I want to go up the coast and start thinking about the turbo motor factory. So first of all these notes can go away because we're done with them for now. Look at this. We're already halfway through the thermal propulsion rockets. Very nice. Okay, we need to get over to the nitrogen fracking. Let's head over in that direction and take a look. Okay, I don't remember exactly what we need here, but let's go take a look, shall we? We got 12 summer sloops to mess with. Oh man, I forgot. So the 1.0 mods came out and I haven't installed them yet. I need to get that daylight mod installed because I hate playing in the dark. Mikaw says, I learned it like this, guns don't kill people. Well, it's not entirely accurate. I mean, they don't... A gun sitting on a shelf doesn't kill anybody, but, like, they make it very, very easy for people to kill people. Alright, here's our nitrogen. Now, there should still be some free, and we do have a drone port here, but I believe this is not an exporter. I believe this is an importer. Yeah, this is importing heat sinks and rubber. And then did we have another drone port here that I can use to export? You're an exporter. Where are you going? Cooling systems. All right, we might have to redesign or redesignate how the cooling systems are imported. Because I'd want to reuse... Well, no, look, it's completely full, too. And well... We'll think about that later once we have our things built. So how much nitrogen do we have left here? It looks like we only have this one thing. So we might not even be building this here. A pure port. So we can get up to 240 cubic meters. Let's take a look at this recipe. We might just export back the packaged nitrogen gas. Okay, so if I want like, well, we don't need that many turbo motors per minute, right? This is made in a manufacturer. So like maybe 2 of these overclocked to full. Like 3.75 becomes 7.5. So we could get 15 per minute from 2, and they don't even have to be fully overclocked. Derek Harrison, you're a retired Marine. Cool, man. That is very cool. I hope it was a good experience for you. I know it's not always for everybody, but hopefully it was for you. Pressure conversion cubes and motors we have at home. Stators we have at home. So really, we just need to get this back. Let's take a look at packaged nitrogen gas. So 240 per minute, which is what we have from this pure node, plus the empty fluid tanks, gets you 60 nitrogen gas per minute. 60 packaged per minute. If I want 2 of these at 200%, then we need 4 times this. We need 180 per minute. So we would need 3 pure nodes. So we can't do it here, I don't think. We have to find another nitrogen gas node and set up there if we're gonna do that correctly. And honestly, we might send even more home. We might do a big packaged nitrogen gas build, because if we send a lot of it home, then we have it available for another build or 2. I think that does make sense. All right, so that means we got to find more packaged nitrogen, or more nitrogen gas. I think there's some over here somewhere. Yeah, we got 2 normal nodes and 5 pure nodes over here. And then we're going to have to get some iron over there or something. Getting the iron over there could be tricky. There doesn't seem to be any nearby. I guess there's a normal node there for the canisters. This is made with the empty fluid tank. Opening codex. What is this made from? Oh, this is made from aluminum ingots? Yikes. Not happy about that. So we might have... Huh. That's the only way to get the fluid tank? That's the only way to get the fluid tank, huh? Made from aluminum ingots. So we either have to extend the train and bring some aluminum over to this place on the map that we found that has the nitrogen gas. Where was it? So there's nitrogen gas there. I would love it if you can filter this, right? Hold on. Map markers. Show, hide all, and compass. Okay, those aren't super helpful. Drone ports, radar tower. Oh, wow. I did not realize... Wait a minute. Does that mean... Okay, so if I highlight the radar towers, I can see the overlap a little bit. Let's hide those for now. Okay, so you can filter the map out a little bit. So, wait a minute. Why aren't they disappearing here? Resources. It's not showing all or hide. Oh, there we go. What is the difference between show, hide all, and compass? Oh, I put them on compass, not on map. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to show all these on the compass, actually. That's a pretty good point. So the space elevator and the hub we can show. We don't need to see the drones. That's actually, I didn't realize this feature of the map. I didn't realize all this filtering stuff existed. Hey, Red Rax, welcome back to the channel. And hello, Caleb Broderick, welcome to you as well. We are just getting started on turbo motors. We spent the first part of the stream working on phase 4. All right, so resources, hide all on map. I can't hide or show anything. Unclaimed. So you can hover, but you can't really filter this the way I'd like to. All right, well, I guess we highlight the things we need. So nitrogen gas that we have found so far. Where is it? We have nitrogen gas in those 3 locations. There's a lot of bauxite down here, and this is near our aluminum ingot mine. So possibly the better play, these are all pure nodes. Possibly the better play is to go here to make the canisters and then put them on a freight, put them on the freight train. Yeah, I like that idea. I like that idea. So we'll make nitrogen gas here as well as all the bauxite or all the aluminum, and we'll ship it home. I think that works because I don't think we're using all of the aluminum. All right, let's examine this idea. Hey, Mix Up. There's one hiding behind the menu. Okay, I think I've got a plan now. I think I've got a plan for how we're going to do this. So we're going to go make a big nitrogen plant and ship everything home. Let's see what we got here. This doesn't help us with our immediate plan. Let's see if we can get a rescan. Oh, this actually kind of is interesting. I'm going to select that and we'll get another hard drive going. Okay, so I want to get over to the aluminum plant, and I do want to see, before we leave, how much aluminum are we actually using? I should have a sign over here that says, I think I did the math on this earlier. So we're importing 1560. If I take some of those out of the train line and instead use them to make the fluid canisters. Okay. Looks like I don't have the numbers I thought I had somewhere. Maybe I put it up here? No. And honestly, the amount we have can't all fit on this line either. I don't think... Oh, wait a minute. We're completely empty. So we are consuming all of that aluminum. Hold on. No. Why aren't you going faster? Do I have some sort of blockade? You're a Mark 5. You're a Mark 5. Oh, it just dumped off. Okay. So it... Right. It stops in the middle when it's doing a load or unload. Well, let's take a look. How much are we using? Because I think we were at like 780 times 2, so I think we were at like 1560. We're using some of the ingots right here to make sheets. So we're using 30 times 1, 2, 3, 4 times... Yeah, 30 times 8. So we're using 240 ingots there. Right? And then we're using 225 per minute here. So 240 plus 225 is 440 is 465. And then these gentlemen are using another... All right, so we're at 365. So basically 375 times 3. We're using 1125. Okay. So that leaves, I think, enough to make the fluid canisters we're going to want. I think I will put a sign here. So if we're using 1125, this... Well, we're really only using 780. Because as these things back up, they like if we were going 100% full steam here, we wouldn't have this belt would not be good enough because it can only manage 780. So all right, I guess for now we're sort of relying on the fact that we're not going full efficiency on those. All right, let's fling ourselves over to the aluminum mine and see if we can steal some of the aluminum and use it to make another material. We'll get some packagers and some nitrogen gas and we'll do that. I guess that's going to be the rest of the build, or the rest of the stream is going to be this part right here. It's just getting the packaged nitrogen back home. Because that alone is going to take a while. Bauxite mine. You're right in the way. You probably, I slam right into you if I don't delete you. Okay, let's see if we can make this happen, shall we? Okay, so there's our 2 aluminum factories. So we have aluminum ingots there to make the fluid canisters. And then somewhere over here, we have the, we should have the thing I'm looking for. So did I disable everything on the map? Or I just don't... Oh, I was over here. Oh. My plan is already ruined. Where's the nearest nitrogen gas in this location? I was thinking we had the aluminum over here. And we don't. Alright, well that's not great. We could grab this. There's a bunch of pure nodes over there that we could grab and pipe over here. That's probably easier than setting up aluminum there. We already have a road for it. Looks like we're kind of, it's more like this way. So even that doesn't really help me. Okay, it's 1,200 meters away. It's a long way. So probably what I'll do is I'll pipe the nitrogen to there, and then we'll go along that road to get over to the aluminum factory. What is that? That's actually the quartz factory. I don't know. We'll just have to see. It is a goodly way away. A goodly way, my dear sirs. Right, another 800 meters. Yeah, we got to get it all the way over there. I might even build a train line for this. Because I've never done the fluid cars. And it seems like it might be a good idea. We can get a fluid tank over there to get the nitrogen where it needs to be. That's kind of interesting, right? I haven't done that before. So that could be kind of cool. All right, where is this nitrogen? We have to get pretty high up with it. Looks like, yeah, it's right here. Okay. So this is another part of the world that I haven't really been to. Let's get rid of some of these poisony guys. And it's time for the jetpack again. All right, yeah, let's clear. Let's start planning. Let's start working on a train station that's going to bring a bunch of nitrogen gas over to our aluminum plant so we can package it up. I like that idea. I want to get rid of all this poison first. It's very annoying. And this is what I have Nobelisks for. Anybody else? Anybody else making poison? You're making poison, and you're a Mercer Sphere. Hello. Okay, I think that's it for the poison.
Hums a resonant song. Play for us.
Alrighty, Roo. So we kind of want to aim right over there at that docking station. And we need a significant amount of height here. And we're going to have to pipe up all of this. So I think we start by putting down something that's like, yeah, let's just start building a train station here. And we're gonna go, I think, in that direction. I think that looks good. Yeah, that's basically the right direction. Okay. So we're gonna go up to the sky and figure out what height we want. Like, is this good? Is this sufficient? Not really. We're kind of below where we need to be. Let's keep going up here. I think that's okay. I think that's about right. I might take it up even a little bit higher. We don't have to worry about pumping the gas because it doesn't have a head lift requirement. So just to be on the safe side, I think we'll go even a little bit higher here. Like that. Okay. So then from here, we start building, we build a train station in the sky. G-Man, welcome back to the channel. Fluid train cars are terrible. Their throughput is pretty bad. Interesting. Why do you say that? And does it work for gas? Empty fluid tank. Well, you know what we could do then? What we can do is we can have this rail line go two different ways, right? So we can pick up the aluminum packaging over there, bring it back here, unload it, fill it with nitrogen gas, and then send it back. And then transfer it to the other train. That works just as well. If fluid cars suck. Let me take a look here. It's way better to package it first. Okay. All right, well, good tip, because I was about to do it wrong then. Fluid freight platform and freight car. Fluid. So freight car can hold either type, I guess? Huh. All right, well. Let's put down the first part of the station here. So the idea is... we just finished a thing, so let's get another one going. What do we pick up here? Pure iron or instant plutonium cell. Neither super wonderful to me. I guess I'll grab this for now. Let's go ahead and get another hard drive running. The idea is we import aluminum bottles from over there. We send them down to the ground. We fill them up with gas. We pipe them back up and we ship them out, right? So we need two freight cars. One is for empty bottles and one is for full bottles, right? One is for empty bottles, one is for full bottles. There would be nothing else happening here. So two freight cars should do the trick. Pitbull, welcome back to the channel. G-Man, this is your first time here? I could have sworn we've seen you before. Maybe I'm thinking of Mike G. Anyway. Gorilla Wolf, you never use trains? I mean, they have their uses. For big throughput and not having to worry about laying down miles and miles of belt, they can be handy. All right, let's put down a second one of these, and then we'll build... Now, I don't have power here yet. We are going to have to think about how to do this later. Let's build the station first and come back to the next part of it later. So we go to organization, lookout tower. Since I can't hover, I need somewhere to stand to see what I'm doing. We're almost done, by the way, back home with part 3 of phase 4 of Project Assembly. All right, so transport train station. You're gonna live like this, right here. I think that's fine like that. And then we're gonna have two regular freight platforms. I think we'll have input and output on the left for... Well, we might want them on different sides, actually. So, like, we go down on one side circle through the packaging, and then come up on the other side. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So you are going to unload empty thingamajigs, and you are going to load full thingamajigs, right? Right. Okay. And then we'll connect you to this power grid for later. No, thank you. That's not what I was trying to do. So later we'll have power on our platform here once we get the train hooked up. This station is going to be named what? Nitrogen gas filling. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Nitrogen gas filling station. Or just filling. Nitrogen gas filling. That works. Okay, let's start building our railway back home. Now, did I make this tall enough? I'm skeptical now if I made it tall enough. We'll have to see. So I have some blueprints to make building these a little bit easier. You go there. And then you go which way? No, then I switch to this one. And I have to... Yeah, I have a problem here. I do have a problem with this blueprint. Hold on, I'm going to fix this problem with this blueprint. Okay. So, I need a blueprint designer real quick. It's going to be hard to put it down. Alright, I'm going to need more space to put this down. Hang on one second. Yeah, I can fix this blueprint so it works even better than it has. But I need to get the blueprint designer out. Blueprint designer. Builder. Blueprint designer. Come on, I know you can do it. All right. Now you can do it? Why are you so... Oh, there we go. Okay, you just work. All right. So if I load up... foundation... Where did I put it? Miscellaneous... Railroads. Rail 1. Yeah, okay. So I just need to make one small change to how this is set up. So we delete the railway and we rebuild it ever so slightly differently. Like this. So where before I was connecting it edge to edge. Now what I want to do is leave it 2 meters away from the edge. Building cannot be nudged. Okay, hold on. I leave it 2 meters away from both edges, and now it should just snap. Perfectly fine. Now, the other problem is the smallest unit we can actually build is what? That's 8 meters, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the smallest we can do is 12 meters. So if I leave 10 meters of space at the other side, I should be able to snap these pretty directly. So 1, 2, like that. That's 10 meters of space. 11, 12. So if I build it like that, I should be able to put these back to back and then connect them up. So I won't even need the intermediate one. I'm gonna try this. Let's save this. Clear the blueprint designer. Delete the blueprint designer. Okay. So I'll leave room for future expansion. I guess that actually makes sense. And then let's try this. So, you will now snap directly in blueprint mode. And then I can Let's see if this works. So next I just come over here and snap you in without any problems, right? Like that. Yeah, there we go. This should build pretty quickly now. I feel. Okay, I think this is gonna work. Yeah, here we go. Now I'm starting to get the rhythm of it. There we go. Okay. I'll catch up with chat in a second. I mean, I guess I can do it now. Caleb Broderick thinks trains are still good, but only for items. Belt Highway for the win. G-Man uses trains because they look cool. And Caleb says, it's too bad drones are unlocked pretty late, otherwise I use those for all my logistics. I don't know, they're pretty expensive in terms of resources, and they don't have great throughput either. They're better for late game items. G-Man is currently dismantling his first plastic and rubber factory. Can't believe how many resources I use. Yeah, when you're in early game and you don't have the recipes unlocked, you just burn through resources. It's crazy. All right, this is coming along pretty nicely, I feel. It's working well. It's doing what it's intended to do. Getting me over here quickly. All right, so we're gonna have this rail line available, and we're gonna send empty fluid canisters back, and full canisters forward. Transfer the full canisters. Now, what happens with the empty canisters? Oh, Railroad Tycoon. I guess I have to either sink the empty canisters or recycle them. But, like, the use cases for where I'm going to use this nitrogen gas are so varied. Like, I can't set up a guaranteed recycling system. So I think I'm going to have to sink the empty canisters. Like, unless I used everything that I packaged at the other end of the line and then sent the canisters back, I don't think it works. Yeah, I'm just going to have to sink the canisters. Like, in a different setup, a different kind of setup where I knew I was building something I could 100% consume, then maybe, like a big mega factory, maybe you could do something like that, where you would build the canisters once and then recycle them. But I think for me, I'm just going to have to sink the empty ones once I use the nitrogen. Welcome back, Mix Up. All right, we're getting pretty close here to where we need to be. I don't quite know what the other end of this looks like right now. But somewhere over here, near all that aluminum that we're producing, we siphon some of it off and turn it into... So let me just double check that I know this. Recipes, canister, or fluid? Empty fluid tank. Yeah, it's straight up one aluminum ingot gets you one empty fluid tank. I mean, fortunately, it doesn't take much to make them. I can make 60 per minute in a constructor. The nitrogen gas, we get 240 per minute. So that's like, we would need 6 constructors, I think, or 6 or 8 or something, making these. And it would use a lot of aluminum, though. A fair amount. But we make the cans over there. We load them onto the freight. We fire them onto this train. We send them over there. They get filled up. They come back, and then we take the filled ones and pass them along the line on the other train back home for the turbo motor production, I guess. This is a little bit of a tight squeeze, but it's like we can nudge past here up to a certain point. I don't know how far I want to go with the... I mean, we need to leave room for the other side of the train station. I think that's about as far as we go, to be honest. Because now I need the train station. And I don't want to be cutting into too much of this other stuff. Let's say we put the train station down and see what that looks like. I should be able to go up on a line here. I might even have come too far. Maybe not. Yeah, that's cutting into that line. And go a little bit closer on manual. I can go about that far, and then I start clipping into things. That line will have to be changed. Let's do that a little differently, shall we? You still have power? You still have power. Okay. So our train station ends here. I guess this tree gets to live, I think? We'll check that in a moment. So... here we have... another train station like this. I guess it goes out to like... goes out pretty close to the edge here. We don't need anything past it. Guess it goes to there. And then we have our 2 freight platforms. One on either side. Like that. I guess that's right. You connect to power there. By the way, let's make sure you're actually connected. We can do it like this. Okay, so now we've got power, I believe. I think so. And then we connect this up like here. And now we got our stations in place. Okay. So the front one is where we load on. Yeah, we load empty tanks here, and then we unload full tanks here, I believe. I need to color these, so I'm going to say the full tanks are white. And try and remember how that works. And then this station is... so we had... what's at the other end? We had nitrogen gas filling, and then this train station is bottle service, I guess. We'll just call it that for now. That's sort of cool, I guess. And the train tracks give us power all the way back on the other side. So that feels like a pretty good start. We've got a plan now, right? So we're gonna make a bunch of bottles here. We're gonna ship them over there, fill them with gas, bring them back. And we're going to transfer the filled bottles onto another train over here, which takes them back home where we will eventually build turbo motors. I think that's a good starting point for today. Also, we're already almost done with the thermal whatever majigs. And we're getting the nuclear pasta stuff ready. So that feels like a good place to end the stream. That's Turbo Motors Part 1. I'd like to thank you all for being here today. Derek Harrison, Mix Up, G-Man, Caleb Broderick, Gorilla Wolf, Pitbull, Red Rax, Mix Up, Chris Shade, McCoss, Gorilla Wolf, I might have already said. I think that's everybody who was chatting today. There's also usually... Oh, Pila was here, as always. Usually there's a couple of lurkers and folks watching the VOD in the future. If you haven't already, and you would like to be here for a live, or like to be back for more live to see more of this, and as I get into Tier 9 in the endgame, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the alert button. You can also join the Discord if you want to chat with me about this or any of my other series. Have a great rest of your day, folks, and I'll be back tomorrow with more Satisfactory. Until then, take care. See you next time. Bye.